like there's the stereotype about Asian men.
Having small ones.
Yeah. It was not.
And then it's not true.
And then the whole helmet situation. If you don't want to kiss the guy, you put the helmet on first. I've learned that one.
A lot of the places choose to give free drinks to the girls. So how it is fair for men? Like, how do you guys like ever feel like, okay, this is unfair?
I think men can just stop crying about it.
Stop crying about it.
I don't think it's just Bali though.
It's not just
I
Bali,
think
yeah,
it's-
for sure.
Let me tell you, I know a friend. She was staying here for a few months and she had men paying her rent, giving her pocket money, buying her clothes, makeup, everything.
Scoopy gang. We're having a Nomio meetup. But let's take a shot, huh?
Yeah.
Let's
Let's
take
do
a
it.
shot.
Oh God.
Yeah. Okay, this is gonna be
Cheers.
strong.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Nomio.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Scoopy gang.
Bluetooth
Scoopy gang.
cheers.
Cheers.
Scoopy gang. That was my fake drink. There you go, baby.
She's my savior. It's got my name on it. I'll take it.
Okay, what's your favorite drink in Bali?
Alcoholic.
Yes, well, of course. You don't drink, so. I mean,
like
come on, what do you
a
think
good
about
espresso martini.
espresso martini?
Yes,
That's not a
it's
drink.
a safe bet every time.
So you do actually drink?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Because you came to the beer meetup and I was like, the girl doesn't drink. She said wing and sing. Okay, I guess it's wing and sing.
I was like,
It wasn't
Tuesday
really
night,
beer.
girls. Gotta choose my days.
Come on, you have it. Like, come on, open up. Like, here, nobody's saying
I mean,
shit.
I think it depends on the event and where you're at. If you're at Finn's, you're gonna have like vodka soda, something light.
Yeah.
And if you're at a brewery, you're gonna obviously have a beer. And then at the Yoga Mart, you're gonna have a rack.
And then at Shady Pig, you're gonna have fancy cocktails.
Yeah.
Yoga mat, man.
I think my go-to when I'm out, if the place is expensive, I'll get a Long Island iced tea.
Yeah.
Because you know you get your money's worth.
Yeah.
I mean, I sound like a cheap ass bitch here, but
But is it strong? That's the thing.
they,
like some
they
of them.
are strong. They
Yeah.
are always strong, no matter where you go. If it's like a cheap place, an expensive place, like Long Island iced tea is gonna get you going. So like that's my go-to. Otherwise, like if someone says the cocktails are good, then Negroni or what's the other one? Moscow Mule. But if I want to be cheap, Arak.
Negroni. I like Negroni in Luigi's. It's really nice.
Aperol spritz.
April Spritz.
Aperol Spritz. Yeah.
Soul's rooftop, everyone.
Okay, how about this? If you had to go on a date and so the guy said, or the girl said,
Yeah.
I want to go for a cocktail, where would you take them and what would you suggest that they order?
Tequila.
Tequila. Oh man, Arak.
Cocktail. I said cocktail.
Yeah. Okay. Shady
If it's a
Pig.
date, you're like, we're going to take a girl to Yoga Mart. I know a spot. It's Yoga Mart.
I can see him taking a date there.
Shady Pig.
Shady Pig.
Yeah.
Shady Pig.
And
Yeah.
what would you
for
say they
sure.
should drink? Like, what would you, if you had to suggest
Anything.
one?
I think like whiskey drinks are good there. Shady Pig. Yeah. I would say get old fashioned. I get old fashioned.
They also make like anything that you want.
Yeah, I'm just
I
like,
go
if the
there-
girl said, like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to get, what do you suggest? 'Cause
Like I once went to Shady Pig with a guy. It was my first time there. And like he was suggesting drinks and we had like 4 different cocktails and they were all amazing.
Yeah, like Shady Pig
yeah.
drinks are really good.
their Long Island is
Yes.
pretty
Yeah.
good.
And Moscow Mule, that like
Yeah.
I heard Moscow Mule is really good there too.
Yeah.
And they got good peanuts.
Oh, yeah,
They
okay.
do.
I'm not gonna say it. If I say it, it sounds different. No, I mean, once I went on a date to Shady Pig, and like I went in, she was singing.
Oh yeah.
I was like, why are you here? I'm like, and then she's like,
I'm telling you.
yeah, up this way. I went in, like all the group is there. I'm like, oh, shit. I was like, okay. I told the girl, I'm like, I don't know they're here. Okay, I didn't bring you to meet my friends.
But it's Bali, you're gonna run into somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're always gonna run.
Oh
into someone.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, how
Everywhere.
about that? Like it's so small world. Like,
Yeah.
like
It's a small Bali.
yeah. How about that? Like, how do you guys feel about being in Bali? That like you can run into your ex tomorrow, or you can run into the guy you fight yesterday. So
Take them to Uluwatu or Ubud for a day. So they never see each other here.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to run into these people, but you can't do anything about it.
happens.
And like,
and if you don't run into them, someone else knows them. Like if you're like, I went on a date with a guy named Dean, they're like, oh wait, is it Dean so and so? And you're like, what? No. Like, how the hell did you know?
yeah,
Someone said last night that like they were at a meetup, their friend is going on a date with a girl named Julia. And I was like, okay. She's like, yeah, German. And I was like, I think I know her. He's like, what? So he's like, how come? And I'm just like, yeah, I think I do. Like, possibly.
see, this is it. Like for me, it's like I dated people, right? So I'm like, for example, I met people on Nomeo. Like, okay, everybody, this is Nomeo.
This is no
And Scoopy gang combined together. So the thing is, like, you meet people here and they come back to Nomeo meetups. And how do you avoid those people?
You can't.
You really
You don't.
can't, no.
Yeah. So how do you deal with it? Like,
I just pretend like
they don't
like,
exist?
No, it's not like, well, not really. I still talk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like we hang out, we laugh, we get drinks together, and then that's it. It's like normal. I mean, we're fucking adults.
Yeah, I've run into these situations before, and I feel like we're just cordial. I'll hug, I'll say, hey, how's it going? And then I'll go back to my situation going on at the table.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's the worst to ignore them completely.
Yeah.
Like, if you just pretend that someone's not there, it's worse.
Yeah.
Because then you've got to, like, continue this thing the whole time. It's like lying. If you lie, you got to remember your lie. You know, like, if you're going to hate the person or just not speak to them, you've got to, like, oh, okay, he's here. No, I'm not here. Like, talk to me. Like, it becomes more of a trouble. So I think it's better to just... Hey, how's it going?
It's all love.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to my conversation. My food's coming.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Well, the guy last night said maybe you need to test it, see what visa they're on. If they're on a 30-day visa, you know they're going to expire and leave. Compared to the Kitas where you have to be, okay, I'm going to see you around again.
Yeah,
so maybe
yeah.
ask the visa process first.
Yeah, it's like, hey, how long you gonna be? This, you know, these days my first question is if I talk to a girl, first like I'll compliment something, then my second question is how long you gonna be here? That's my second question. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, if they're like not longer, I'm like, okay, then I decide how I want to treat the woman. You know, okay.
Are you Kitas worthy or
Yeah.
not?
For a one night stand or
Yeah, it's very
long-term
simple. Like,
relationship.
Yeah. Oh, you're leaving next week? Perfect.
Depends what you want.
yeah. So it's like
definitely.
depends on how long the girl is gonna stay. Depends how are my intentions towards you.
Yeah.
So
It's
what are
like,
you looking for,
don't-
long term or short term right now?
I say, okay,
Spill the tea.
my heart wants the long term,
Mm-hmm.
and
Your small head once. The short term.
no, my heart wants long term. If I first of all, you can't look for it, so I can't look for it. The only thing
Tinder?
is like I see how it happens, so I'm just swiping right. Nobody matches.
Until you find someone from Romeo, you're like, oh no, left.
Left, yeah. Well, oh shit, this is going left. But I see something happened recently to you. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I was in a small accident.
Yeah.
I was at an establishment. I'm not going to say names here.
Yeah.
And I got drugged.
Okay.
Yeah. So I blacked out for about 5 hours and ended up waking up in a hospital.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
Gosh,
Yeah.
so crazy.
So just girls, watch out. You know, it can happen anywhere. It was
Yeah.
a very big name, but it happens. I'm not the first one nor the last one, but you got to protect your drink.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, she's not saying names. I can say.
No, don't.
Come on, it's Finn's. No, like, come on, like, you gotta say, like, if it happens there,
Yeah.
people make sure. I mean, it's not that it's Finn's fault. It's somebody did something, some guy or there,
Yeah.
maybe something,
So say
okay?
like the same
Yeah,
thing like
yeah.
what happened to me here as well, and I know who it was. I know like there was only one guy in the establishment, but like what irritated me is the owner of the restaurant was like, "No, you're just drunk," and I was like, "I can't be. I just had wine. Like I had wine tasting, and it was 2. It's like wine tasting is like a small little milliliters, and they were just like, "No, you're drunk." I'm like. It's like, why are you protecting him? Like, it's not fair. But also, it's like, I can't blame her or put a bad mouth on her restaurant because, like, maybe the guy's there
Right.
once a month. And, like, this guy or this person, it might have been a girl, like, this person might have just been there once, or they might be a local there, or they might come a lot. So you really don't know. Like, it's not their fault, but it should be better and safer for us women. Like, we shouldn't have to worry about this.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah, the thing is, like, it's not actually, it's not the establishment fault. They try to check you and they try to make sure. I mean, they can't check you all your pants and everything what the people are bringing it in, right? So they check for guns and like whatever that is. But like, if you bring it like some kind of drug and put it in, like, who knows?
Right.
So, and Finns every day, there's hundreds of people there.
Yeah, I
So-
just felt safe there because I have the membership and I go I was going every single day.
Yeah.
And it was during the day, so I didn't think much of it. So I think my confidence there is broken a little bit, but I will get back there. I know it is a great place and I really enjoyed going there overall. But yeah, it was a trust issue now, like to go
Scary,
back,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
I'm very cautious now of my drinks and where I'm going. And I think as females here in Bali, and it can happen to men too,
Yeah.
but it's something we have to
Who's
be
going to talk us?
cautious
It does
of.
happen.
Yeah.
It happens, yeah.
Yeah, but women and men do it for different reasons. You
Yeah.
can do it for sex or you can do it for money. You
Yeah.
know, if they see your wallet, they drug you, they take your wallet.
Stealing something, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's not about one thing or another.
Yeah. So I mean, how do you guys feel about this? Like as girls, like it's happened for her.
Yeah, I mean, it's not funny, but we were talking about this the other night, and I was saying it's really interesting because even though this situation's not happened to me, I'm overly cautious about my drinks.
Yeah.
Like every time I leave a drink behind for even a couple seconds to go talk to somebody, I think like I'm a bit concerned, like, oh, how long has this drink been here, and like who's around.
Right.
And sometimes I just let it go. Like I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? I don't need that beer. I can get myself another one.
Yeah.
It's and especially in Bali, things are so affordable. Like just leave the drink behind, I think,
Yeah.
is the key. Yeah.
Is it affordable for girls? Like you guys get free fucking drinks?
Not always, not always.
Not all the time, not everywhere.
Only
but-
some places and some days.
Five
Okay,
out,
let's
five out
see.
of 7 nights.
Let's see how fair it is for guys to pay for everything. Like you guys get free drinks. Like I
You
understand.
mean like free from the bar, or you mean like free from guys?
No, free from guys and free from the bar.
Okay.
Like, how is not? It's not. I for me, I don't think it's fair. I gotta work for this. You know, I gotta work for it. I gotta make money. I gotta at least look popular to get
There's so
to get a
many
one
things
fucking
to say.
one fucking free
What
drink.
do
You
you
know?
mean it's not fair?
Yeah, come on, say it.
Yeah. Here I come.
Yeah.
I mean, we have to have the babies. We have to have the
Oh,
menstrual
okay,
cramps. We have to have.
no, this is
I think
totally
the guys
different.
can buy some drinks.
I think he's talking more
Period.
about like the
Period, literally.
No.
Literally, point blank. Period.
I'm not talking feminism right here. I'm talking about in especially in Bali, like
a lot of the places.
a lot of the places choose to
Yeah.
give
Cater
free
to
drinks to
women,
the girls.
Yeah.
So how it is fair for men? Like, you get free entrance, and I gotta pay for my entrance. And like imagine I go on a date, right? And the girl wants to go someplace, and she's like, I get free entrance. I'm like, I don't want to go. Why do I want to go? Like I'm not gonna pay 250K for a fucking drink.
Shishi.
Shishi or like
There's a
La
couple of
Favela,
places,
yeah,
yeah.
La Favela.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, why do I like? I don't want. I can take you to the beach, and I can pay for like a wine for 300K, and we go drink together.
Yeah.
So it's fair for me to do that. Rather, I go take you to La Favela, and you get in free, and I had to pay for myself. So yeah.
Disagree. Respectfully, yeah. I think it's just. I think men can just stop crying about it.
Stop crying about it. I'm
I
like,
don't think it's just
about it.
Bali, though.
It's not just
I
Bali,
think
yeah,
it's-
for sure.
I think
Ladies' night is a general.
Ladies' night is a thing everywhere.
Everywhere,
But
yeah.
in Bali, because there's so many restaurants and bars fighting against each other to be the best,
Yeah.
it is a little bit like, it feels like every day girls can drink for free.
Yeah.
see, I'm not.
I do get it, and
Yeah.
like from that perspective, it's like, you know, well, at least you didn't have to pay 500K for her and for you.
I'm not. See,
See, that's
well, I'm not
That's a great
complaining. Okay,
outlook.
I'm not trying to complain. Okay, I get free drinks too if I go out sometimes. But like,
Monday night, you did good.
Yeah, come on.
I mean, I
You
want.
got free. You got a free bottle of gin.
Yeah, but I played for it, right? So I'm not like just won it, you know. It's
Took
just
some
like
effort.
yeah, I did put in effort and won the game and won 3 million. So
Yeah.
it's not something I just like. Okay, I
Was
go out
given
and
to
take
you.
this, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So The only thing I'm not complaining. I'm saying that like, how do you guys like ever feel like, okay, this is unfair?
To be honest, as someone who hosts events, I feel like sometimes it's unfair, because like almost every time there's like 2 free drinks for ladies, nothing for guys, and I try and ask the restaurants like, hey, can you at least give me like a beer deal? Like I'm not asking for free stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Give me just like a beer bucket or something that we can offer something else.
Yeah.
So I do feel like it's sometimes a little bit unfair, and that's why we started the parties where we have free flow for everyone. It's like it's basically also like giving back to the community. You bring a whole bunch of people to the venue. Nobody's really making money. It's just about a good time. The venue's not making money. We're not making money. It's just like come, have fun, and drink.
Totally.
No matter who you are, like
Yeah.
so long as you signed up for the events, cool. Come in and have a good time. But I also do feel that like the free flows do get people there, but it doesn't get people to stay.
Yeah.
So I'm not actually sure why all these clubs like do it that much. Because people stay like if it's 10 till 11, they stay for that hour, and they're like, okay, where's the next free flow?
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
And what do you guys think about alcohol here? Is it good one or like not actual ones, fake ones?
What do you mean?
I
like
have
the
no dispute with the alcohol here.
cocktails in the restaurants and stuff?
No, the drink actual alcohol is. I kind of feel like it's not like if you get Jack Daniels, it's not the original Jack Daniels. I feel.
I've heard some rumors about it, that it's like kind of counterfeit stuff or it's fake and they were swapping it out. I don't know if it's true, but it is very interesting. Like when we go to restaurants, I'm always like, this is not strong. And then I ask the bartender, like, how many shots is in here? They're like, 2 shots, like 600 milliliters. And I'm like, that's a lot of alcohol. Like if you had that on the rocks, like you'd be pretty drunk. But when they mix it with juice, then it just doesn't taste that strong, and you can have like 4 or 5 and you still feel fine. So because of that reason, I'm just like, is it because they have really shitty alcohol, or is it because they're using fake ones? But I think also sometimes the venue doesn't even know. Like we recently complained to a venue about their free flow, and they actually changed the brand. So they first tried to make it stronger, and then they changed the brand. And they said this new brand is like way better, and you can actually taste the alcohol. So it could be a bad supplier. It could be anything. It could be the staff. It could be the venue. I mean, you never know.
Yeah,
It's
never
really,
know.
really hard to know. The best option is to drink stuff in a bottle, I guess.
This is the best option. Is like make sure you open
Just
the
get the
cap.
bottle.
No,
I mean,
that's
wine and
true.
beer, you know
like
what you're
wine and
getting.
beer, you know.
Yeah.
That's how I
Yeah,
always tell
yeah,
people. I'm
it's
like,
true.
if you want
Yeah.
your
Yeah,
money's
Arak
worth,
too. Except if you get Arak, make sure he get where a lot of people are drinking and make sure they're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise don't get Arak everywhere.
don't
But-
get it in the mountains.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Some
you'll
small
get
little,
methanol
like-
poisoning and
Yeah.
go blind.
There you go blind. There's
No.
been like people dying, but
Yeah.
like I've been drinking so far. I've been fine. But I drink at yoga mat, so.
Are you fine?
What do you consider fine?
Debatable.
So as girls, like, how do you feel about living in Bali?
Love it.
Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't be living here if we didn't love it.
Duh.
Come on, that's a question. Like, not
Oh my
like
God.
it's a hypothetical question. No, like I mean, like, how do you guys feel like back in living? Everybody's from different countries.
Yeah.
She's from South Africa, India, and lived in US, and
US.
Canada.
yeah.
Not say US again.
Don't say the US.
Morocco, you know. So yeah, I mean, compared to those countries, like, you guys miss anything for girls, or like,
Yeah. Yeah, I think everything has a yin and a yang for sure. Like, I
Yeah.
love living in Bali. I mean, honestly, it calls my soul to be here for sure over anything. However, like, can we talk about hair for a second, ladies?
oh yeah, come on.
Yes.
Come on.
We can.
What is happening, my curly girls? Right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just this is what we're working with. It's
Yeah.
like always a bad hair day. And
Yeah.
like, let's add on top of it helmet head, helmet
Okay.
hair.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, if you drive a motorbike, so
Okay.
yeah.
And I mean, like, normally I have curly hair and it's like pretty big. They've seen me before.
yeah.
And like I always, when I get on the helmet, I always have like this satin scarf with me, so that to like protect my curls. Otherwise, they just get fucked up.
This is what I'm saying. Like, if you guys know, drop in the comments. We need some curly girl advice. I
Yes,
know it looks like
please.
there's no curls here, but it's wild.
Whatever
So,
you guys, I think
do
your
have,
hair
like,
looks
advice
fine.
you need to
You
get
guys'
like a
hair
good
looks
deep
fine.
conditioner.
You guys have
We're
any
a little bit
advice
more
for
blessed.
I mean,
I use like a Moroccan oil or keratin oil. And that
Yeah,
seems to
oils are
help.
good. deep
But I don't think we
conditioning.
have curly enough hair. I
Yeah.
mean, compared to them.
Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen your natural hair, but like
I'm trying to be
Shrook's
nice,
hair
being
is
like,
like-
and oil, really? like I don't have a whole bottle of oil in my hair right now.
I think with curly hair, it's way more difficult. If I cut my hair
yeah.
short, because like that's what I figured now. I'm like, I'm just gonna have long hair for the rest of my life because it becomes easier to maintain. Because as soon as you cut it short, it goes like it legitimately goes like really wavy and curly, and then I can't do anything with it. I'm just like, I don't know what to do. So I'm like, long hair for life.
And you know what's hilarious? I mean, if you guys have ever tried to look for hairspray in Bali, no.
It's non-existent.
Yeah.
That's gonna
They
be a
have
no.
weird
Hairspray,
hair.
they
They
have
have one
vitamins.
brand.
It's weird.
It's so weird. One
Bintang
brand,
Supermarket.
one brand, one bottle. It's blue and white. I have it at home.
I have that one.
How many people have blue and white?
Everyone. Like if you have
No,
to
I
say
think they have
I.
an aerosol though at Bintang Supermarket.
I know. I
No,
mean,
check it
it's
out.
just like 1980s aerosol. I don't know. It
Yeah.
just
Okay, what do you think of causing that hair not well because of moisture
Yes,
or like
the air.
it's
So
the
the
air?
humidity
It's
and
just
then also
humidity,
the
yeah.
water quality.
Yeah, water
in
quality.
Bali
Okay,
here,
okay.
it's not that good.
Yeah.
Like you need to like get a filter in your shower to like make sure that the water is good.
I
Okay.
do go to a salon once a week and get a cream bath.
okay.
So that
We'll
that
have
has
to talk
helped.
after
Yes.
for sure. I
That,
just
that
need
has helped a
some-
lot.
Need some recos.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like this is a really big struggle though. Like if
Yeah.
you go on the girls' Facebook groups, people are always talking about their hair, like hair loss, like
Yeah.
thinning hair, or really like
Dry.
frizzy hair, dry hair, and like some girls even wash their hair with bottled water. So they
Yeah.
go to the
Right.
shower with
Yeah.
a bottle of water and they wash their hair with a bottle of water because they're not. They said they've tried like filters and stuff. They're not like cannot do it.
Yeah.
Like I've experienced hair loss here as well, but I'm like I'm not gonna go through the lengths of like getting a jug of bottled water and
Yeah.
like washing my hair with it.
I know.
Like I'll manage.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But it
Thank
seems
God
to
we're
be,
all in the same boat at least.
Yeah, yeah. I think everyone is like.
Nobody's-
There's
Oh yeah.
so many girl struggles like finding just like general underwear. TMI.
Okay,
But
okay,
like,
okay, okay.
like
Okay.
there's
Love the
just like these
TMI
things
topics.
are really
I know.
hard
Well,
to
you
find.
can't
Yeah.
find underwear here. Like there is some beach walk.
Well,
you
if
know?
you look like, I mean, if you're living in Chengdu,
Yeah.
you have to drive at least like 40 minutes to find like an H&M or something.
Yeah.
And then in H&M, they like I asked them, they have one type and one size of each type. So they got like black, small, large, like medium, large, extra large. That's
Okay,
it. And
okay.
then it's like same for the nude.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do you know how many ladies there are in Bali and you have one of each size? Like, what the hell?
Go to Cotton On,
Yeah, I've
like
like
beach walk.
they didn't
but
have
also
underwear.
try living in Ubud.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay,
mean,
what's
do
the
they wear
difference?
underwear
This is
up
why-
there?
yeah.
True. Great point.
I'm just
because
saying.
They don't.
Commando is the best way, guys. TMI,
no
but
underwear.
it's happening.
What? They don't wear underwear.
No, we just rock
they-
it,
like,
rock it
there's
natural out there.
Such small things that you think that would not be an issue, like underwear, like hygiene products.
Deodorant
like,
is my big one.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
all these things that are just like normal in other countries. Just
Yeah.
like you can buy it everywhere.
You can buy it everywhere,
And you
yes.
hear, I'm like, I can't even find a proper roll-on, like
Yeah.
one that doesn't smell of something. Like
Yeah.
they all have like fresh smell, and I'm like, I don't want to smell like fucking roses with sweat. Like this is like, just give me something
Normal.
nice and normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, those are like hair, underwears.
Tampons.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
that was tried
Yeah.
to mention.
And if you put that on like on a Facebook group, like where can I buy tampons? People attack you and they're like, use the cup, use something else, like use like rewashable pads. And I'm just like, ew, no, I don't like.
No.
I'm asking for what I use, and if I use them, like, don't try and persuade me
Yeah.
to use something else.
Yeah.
It's like, the
Yeah.
conversation is long. Like you can if you go onto a girls' Facebook group and type in like tampons.
Oh yeah, there's like
It's
so
just
much
like
going
post
on.
after post after post after post, and like that is a way to make a girl broke. So don't complain about buying girls drinks.
Oh, okay. Wait,
Because
wait
a
a
box of
minute.
tampons,
Yeah,
Wait a minute,
a
wait a
box of
minute.
tampons
Expensive
is
here.
hella expensive.
I
here.
know. I bought them 250K. Like.
It's See, that's your entrance into shishi.
No, I did buy them for someone. It's like I did bought tampons. I have it still in my room. You know.
Okay, so if I ever run out of tampons, I'll be like, hey, TJ, still got that box? Like, I'll buy it for $230.
No, I know how much. Yeah. Okay. Some things are very expensive for women, but like still, men buy that shit for women.
Some men.
Yeah.
Not
Not
all
in
the
Bali.
time.
I mean,
I bought them. Like,
Oh no, yeah,
like-
in Bali, yes.
Really?
Yeah.
There are some that do. It hasn't happened to me.
But how does that conversation even come to play? Like, can I buy you some tampons?
I hope my guy's
No,
not
if
buying
it's
me
your
tampons.
mistake, you
I'll take
know.
the drink.
Let me tell you, I know a friend. She was staying here for a few months, and she had men paying her rent, giving her pocket money, buying her clothes, makeup, everything.
Yeah. What about being sugar
Everything.
babies? That's the thing. Is mostly like very famous in Bali, right?
Yeah.
So like it's very famous. There's a
Yeah, sugar daddy, what?
yeah, like it's
Drop me the digits.
okay. Now this is another thing, right? You get free drinks, you get paid. Like now there is, as men like me, like I don't like to pay everything. I like to pay if I love the girl always, but like I see sugar daddies like trying to pay for everything. Now I had to compete with everybody. Like I had to compete with girls. I had to compete with sugar daddies. I'm like, where the fuck I fit in, you know? So it's totally complicated. Living in
Yeah.
Bali, especially, it doesn't happen everywhere else in the world because you meet a random girl in different country and there is a guy here and he can fly the girl over here and he can pay for the hotel, he can pay for the food, he can pay for everything else, and the girl just fucking enjoys. I mean, good for her, okay? Good for you, huh?
Yeah.
But
Any
like,
sugar daddies out there?
Yeah.
Your digits. We got some
Lauren
ladies
Walters,
looking.
23.
She just dropped her Instagram.
I'm like, what kind of world
Slide
are we
into my
living in
DMs.
right now? Like it's the money runs.
Yeah.
It's the only money and nothing else.
It does.
You're fit, you look handsome, doesn't even care. Doesn't matter. You look bald, you have money, good.
And then in Bali, money can get you everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Anything
yeah,
and
yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
But that's
Crazy.
rest of world too, I think. Yeah.
Oh no,
No,
but in
I
I
Bali,
think there's a lot more gray
so
here.
like in Bali, you can
gray.
actually buy a driver's license.
Yeah.
You just pay money and then you don't take the test and you get your driver's license.
Yeah, but how fucked up is that? Like, but it
Exactly.
yeah,
Well, it
yeah.
happens in South Africa as well.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean India too.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
India,
Developing
it happens.
countries.
Yeah.
it's like, so where'd you buy your license? I actually did the test. Thank you very much.
I took it too.
Yeah.
I failed, but I took it.
I mean, I haven't taken it yet, but I don't think I'll fail. But
Yeah,
yeah.
thank you, boss.
Let's
So
talk
they-
about dating for a minute.
Sure.
For a hot minute.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I mean, come on,
Because
like
that's like our
I
favorite
covered the
topic
whole
to-
episode
to talk
yesterday,
about.
the last
Yeah.
episode. But
Oh,
I don't
right.
think one thing I understand in life living in Bali is like dating is a never-ending topic.
It
It
is.
is a fucking never-ending
Like
topic.
you guys, we always go to the comedy shows, and whenever we are at the comedy show, there's at least 2 or 3 people who talk about dating.
Everyone spoke
Everyone.
about dating last
Last
night.
night.
Everyone.
Okay,
Wow.
okay. Let's raise the hands. How many singles people are here?
Lauren
Single.
Walters,
Look at
23.
This is fucking ratio of Bali.
I'm very single.
This is the ratio of Bali, living in Bali. Okay, if you wanna come to Bali, forget about fucking dating.
You know, I made a video about this and I actually asked on the long-termers group about how he's dating in Bali. I didn't actually, I know it's hard, but I didn't expect to get that much negative feedback.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Every single person was like, it's a shit show, like, forget it, delete the apps. Like, someone said, like, you need to make a new app that, like, legitimately says what visa you're on, how long are you here, like how many out of like 365 days, how many days are you actually in Bali, like you should put your itinerary in, because like especially as people living abroad or as nomads, it is freaking hard. Like I've said, like if it's hard to make a friend, you know, like that's just like, hey, how are you doing, let's go for coffee. Now can you imagine dating, because you have to like give up your travel plans or something, like you have to compromise. Like
Yeah.
I want to live in Kurabakan, you want to live in Ubud, now what?
If you have to go through the shortcut to go on a date, it's not worth it. How good are you? Am I willing to take the shortcut?
Like,
to go
I'd
see
cross
you?
3 shortcuts for you. Like,
Oh,
Bravo,
come on.
Mango, Purna.
No, we're not
Imagine
doing that.
how many shortcuts I take to pick up a girl and take her to date.
Yeah.
It's like for you like girls, you don't need like a come pick me up, bitch. And like,
Oh, okay. Let's talk about etiquette dating in Bali.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does
Okay,
it-
first of all, any software developers listening to this shit, develop an app for Bali dating.
Yes,
Not a bad
please.
idea. Not a bad idea.
So for a date, does a guy pick you up? Does he order a GoJet? Do you meet at the restaurant?
Oh shit! This is never heard. Like go out of a Gojek for a girl. I never did that shit.
No, I've had guys do that for
Really?
me.
Yeah.
Here in Bali, yeah.
That's
the
sweet.
first time
Like
I'm hearing.
they
Oh,
call me a
sweet.
Gojek,
think
like
so.
either to bring me or to take me home.
Yeah.
It's happened to me quite a lot,
Yeah.
actually.
I think that's
you
quite
don't drive
sweet.
your own scooter?
I pick the
Okay.
girl up.
That makes
I
sense.
drop the girl up still.
Yeah, but
I
maybe the
do
girl
that all
doesn't
the
want
time.
to
Huh?
know where you live
Yeah.
or they live.
I think
So
that's
I never had a
first
problem.
Date, but the first date.
I really never had a problem, you know.
But it's nice as an offer. You could be like, hey, do you want me to order you a Gojek or would you like me to pick you up? Then it's her decision.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, if you said you want me to pick you up and she says no, that's also totally fine. So like she has the option to say no.
Right.
But this just adds another option in because like you know that you're going on the date, so you just be like, should I pick you up or order you a Gojek? I think that's kind of
Cheers.
sweet. Cheers.
Yeah, man.
Look
I
at
never
you.
heard girl like.
Yeah. It's a thing. And then the whole helmet situation. If you don't want to kiss the guy, you put the helmet on first. I've learned that one.
Well,
Even hugging with a helmet on
Yes.
is so uncomfortable.
Yes.
Just letting
Okay,
you
okay,
know
okay, wait a
that
minute.
kissing can still
Oh,
happen
it can.
with the helmet
But
on,
it's
really
more-
awkwardly,
yeah.
and in
It's
the
more
rain
challenging,
with a
though.
poncho on.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, I'm listening.
just
I'm
like,
hearing
did you
so
really
many new
just do
things.
that? Yeah.
How-
I'm listening to so
Wow.
many new things.
It
I
got wet.
never seen a girl who put a helmet on.
But that's actually really smart.
yeah.
Because like,
I mean,
you know,
quite
you
lucky,
just-
probably.
you're gonna hide your helmet. You're gonna be like, I don't have a helmet. Sorry, get on the bike. Now get off your helmet. Like no helmet in this bike.
No, I just see the connection. If I don't have the connection, I would rather not take the risk of kissing.
Mhm.
I'm like,
Yeah,
if
for sure.
if I'm not having proper communication, I have to ask 10 questions and you answer 2 answers.
Oh, it's the worst.
I'm like, no,
Yeah.
I'm not doing this. But it never happened to me. I'm a podcaster. I
How
like
do you even get on a
conversation.
date like that, though, right?
Yeah, there is people who go for free food, eh?
Oh.
No, but he's had some of the run of the
the guy who
mill
wants to
like
pay for nothing.
So there are gold diggers and there are food diggers.
There is every digger, you know.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Cool.
I mean, see, I see. For me, I've been lucky enough to understand the person easily, or not even for before take you on a date, and I never been like a person like who goes on free food with me. Okay, I seen people does that with people, and I did understand after a few days like, oh, this is me paying all the shit. So I'm like, I cut it off. Like I'm like, okay, let's see other people. You know, I say that shit. You know, so then it goes on to nothing. But like there is things happens. Of course, like you said, like you put a helmet on to kiss, not to kiss a guy. there is
I
people
get
who
on my
just,
bike. Not the guy.
I've
This
already
is why
ordered
I
my
drive
Gojek.
myself.
Well, first
I'll
of
meet
all,
you there.
first of all, if the girl asks me to pick her up, that's a clear sign she wants to clearly go on a date with me. If the girl says, "Oh, I'm gonna meet you there," it's a clear sign nothing gonna happen, and I'm just gonna eat. I'm just
What?
gonna enjoy.
Not
No.
necessarily.
Yeah,
You
because
guys
if you're
are-
far
Some
away,
girls are
I'm going to
considerate.
offer to drive, even though I don't want you to come the whole way through
Exactly.
the shortcut. I'll meet you there.
Exactly. Some girls are actually doing it because they're being considerate.
Yeah.
I would, and also if I didn't want you, like the guy to know where I live,
The
I would
first
say I'd
date,
meet you
yeah.
there.
And also, we're all driving motorbikes. So let's get real. I have no idea how you drive. I don't want to be on the back. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, comfortability factor for me. I just want to drive myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like it's for me, it never happened. For me, it's like I first they say no, it's okay. If you're sure, pick me up, right? So I'm like, okay, I don't care. I love driving first of all. So I'm like, okay, I would love to pick you up.
Right.
Yeah.
So then she says, okay. The thing is like when she says like, okay, even after that she says no, then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to date. I'm gonna enjoy myself first. I'm gonna have fun. Then I'm gonna go home. That's the only thing in my head. So and why the room went calm.
No, I just think it's like, I think as humans, it's natural for us. We look into things and we like kind of read it.
Yeah.
Because
We
that's
want to
a-
read the situation.
Because you got to make sure what are you getting into first. Because in these days, nothing is very sure, right?
But it is hard, like in Bali in particular, because there's so many people from different countries with different religions,
Yeah.
with different views, with different upbringing. So like for me, if someone does something, I'm like, oh, that's like burping. Like if someone burps, I'm just like, God, where's your manners? Like, please, like, at least, do it like, inwards, like, out. I'm just like, what the hell, man? But, like, in China, it's normal, and it's just like a sign of kind of respect that the food was good.
Or spitting.
Does Adam burp?
No.
Good question.
Luckily not. But, like, there's just these things, and, like, for me, it's like I was taught to always push in your chair, and, like, this, back when I was dating, like, this was a really big thing for me. I would watch how a guy would get up at a restaurant, like he would push it in his chair afterwards.
It sounds shit, like you had to pick it up.
Like sometimes, there is a sign and it's kind of awkward, but like I used to really watch it. Like it was one of these things because I was drilled. Like you get up at home, like you always put your chair in, or like if the pillow was here, you put it back where it was. Like you don't leave things like how you didn't find them. And like this was a big thing for me, like, and especially in China, like nobody does it. People just get up, like leave everything everywhere, and like I feel like here it's kind of the same thing. It's like the waiters sometimes don't clear the table until you're gone, and I'm just like, can you take the glass and like move the plate, like especially like warangs, they like to just clean up when you're gone. They just shove everything into a box and clean that way. But it's like I'm always watching like these things, but I've realized not everyone was obviously brought up like me, even in South Africa, like. Some people are different. So with dating, it's kind of the same thing. It's like you don't know if like they're used to the way that you usually do things. Like there's some things that are normal for you, but you might be like, oh no, that's a big no. Like so I think it's just.
And one more thing, like I spoke to a couple of girls last time for dating. They're both into local boys, not girls. But what about you three? She's always gone.
We're not talking to you right now.
So what do you guys three? You guys like local guys or no?
Not really. Like in general, no. But like I've seen like 2 or 3 guys they're local that I've been attracted to, and that's like an exception. Like I've been here for 7 months, and I've only been attracted to like 2 or 3 local guys. So.
Because I heard them saying that local guys are very chill, fun, relaxing, and not to care so much in life, and very happy. So is that make a difference for you guys?
I don't really have a preference. I'm just,
see what
whoever's
happens.
cool, we can hang. If you're not cool, it's going to be a no for me.
It's like, I'm cool, you're not cool.
I mean, like, we're all just humans at the end of the day. Like, I think in general, I feel like people take dating way too seriously. Like, just like human to human, let's just get together and have some fun. And if it's fun, great. And if it's not, it's okay.
Yeah.
We don't have to get so devastated about it. And, like,
but crazy. I need to understand you personally because, like, Indonesians are like more like manly, like they don't care for.
Oh, are they?
No, like
thanks for the tip.
No,
like, sign me up.
No, it's like like you're like more like feminine, like it's like a feminist kind of thing, right? So they do certain things like doesn't value the beliefs you have. So how do you think that?
Yeah, if I don't jive with a person, regardless of Balinese or not, then it's going to be a no.
Okay.
That's cool.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
What about you?
I can find any nationality attractive or good looking, but not. I don't want to necessarily jump their bones. So same as you. Like I've seen a couple good looking Indonesians, but it's not something I want to jump.
I love that. She's like,
I mean,
I don't want to jump your bones.
I
can appreciate a good looking man.
Oh yeah,
I can appreciate a good looking man, but I'm not gonna go there with an Indonesian.
I did.
Says the girl she doesn't date Indonesian.
Well,
I mean, she jumps people's bones.
Spill the tea.
Spill the tea, girl. We're ready.
Oh my God.
Where did you meet?
Yeah. So okay, what's the difference?
Was he
you think?
older? Was he
How good they are
Younger.
in sex?
Ooh. I don't think that's a thing about like race or where you're from. Like you can't say that like Italian guys are good in bed. Like I don't think you can just.
People tend to think Italian and French people are good in sex.
Okay, I just used a random.
but like,
I've actually never been in Italian. So.
that's the usual stereotype.
But I'm saying like I don't think it's a fair stereotype.
And then like there is the stereotype about Asian men
Having small ones.
Yeah.
And
But
You know that you're
is it
like
true?
you're Asian too, huh?
I'm South Asian.
It was not.
Okay.
It was not.
And then it's not true. It's not true. Like I mean, I lived in China for 5 years, and dating an Asian.
Asian guy.
But like also like my family still to this day they make jokes all the time. They're just like, is it? Is it? I'm like, Mom, no.
It's big.
Mom, I don't want to talk about this shit with you.
But legit, I always also say like, I mean, I've been with other guys from other countries and they were smaller.
Oh, for sure. I don't think.
Yeah, it's like super random.
It's
Yeah.
Okay, don't judge people by color. From where they're from, how big
at
their
the
dick
feet.
is. Look at the feet.
Sorry, those size 5? Teacher's gonna cut that out on purpose. He's like, that part where they were dissing me, cut it out.
No.
Are we cutting things out though? Because like,
I don't think so.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
I was just gonna ask for a bunch of stuff, but I won't. I'll wait till after.
We're not cutting shit. When you're back in the homeland, but you lived in China before you moved here, and you moved from Morocco to here directly,
Yeah.
did you?
Yeah.
And you from Canada, you've been traveling everywhere and like moved here. You're from US. What did you things you heard misconceptions about Bali, and now you feel like that is not true?
I don't think I really had any. Like, I didn't look too much into it. I traveled here in 2007, 2017, but I was on vacation.
Why 7s, huh?
Yeah, I don't know.
2007 and 17.
Lucky.
But I came on vacation. So living here and going on vacation are two totally different things.
Yeah.
I think maybe the villa situation.
Okay.
I thought there'd be a lot better villas for cheaper prices.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was my biggest one.
That's just a dream you live in.
Yeah, but again, I was looking during COVID
Yeah.
on Airbnb and stuff, and you saw these beautiful villas for dirt cheap.
But that was COVID.
Correct.
Even before that, everyone always spoke about how it's so much cheaper to live in Bali, blah blah blah, all the rest. So you kind of had this image of like having an apartment or house like from home,
Yeah.
but for like a little bit of a discount. Like maybe not like 50% discount, that's ridiculous, but like at least a little bit cheaper. And then you get here and you're like, okay, this house is really old and I'm paying only a little bit cheaper than home. So like, is it really worth it? And if you want something like on the same scale of like your home house or apartment, you got to pay like a lot of money to get like the modern stuff with like fridges and stoves and ovens and whatnot. Like,
And let's talk about the washing machine situation.
I have a washing machine.
Oh, come on. What do you need a washing machine for when you live in Bali? Yeah?
That's true.
Yeah.
I love
No,
doing
It's
I
so much
like
better.
to do my
What
own
do you mean so
laundry.
much
Come
better?
I
over.
also like to do my own
Come over.
laundry.
I am lazy as shit. I'm not doing my fucking
Check all the
laundry.
guys, they're like, I don't want to do my laundry.
That's one of my favorite things about
Same.
Bali is the laundry system.
Oh.
Oh, my
Yeah.
god, I love
it's
dropping
super
off
Come
my
on,
laundry.
it's just waste of 2 hours
Getting it
of your
back.
life.
Press.
No, you
It
put
is.
a button, and then in an
And then you
hour you
go
put it on
do whatever you
on the
wanna do.
drying rack, and then you.
And you got it done in like
You know,
an hour.
I was
Instead of
living,
waiting 2 days.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
don't
I
need
was
to
living
do
in
that.
Japan.
Like
24
with
hours max.
and the place I was at had like a communal washing room where they had like 3 washing machines and dryers. And so I would just like go in there, drop my stuff during the night sometimes, and come back and pick it up later.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
And it doesn't get lost, and there's no other weird stains on it.
And
Okay.
also sometimes I don't like the fabric softener they use. I opened,
Yes.
I think
I
I'll buy
opened up my
myself with
bag
this
the
one.
other day and I was like, what is that smell? Like,
Yeah.
it's, like they're
Oh,
obviously
no.
using a new fabric softener and like you can smell it's
Yeah,
kind of
it's-
cheap. And I was like, oh no, I don't want to smell like that. Now I smell the same as TJ because we go to the same laundry.
Because yesterday I came in, I told Oos to get the laundry. Oos is my mate. So she got the laundry and put it in my sofa couch. And then room AC was off. I opened it up and I smelled something like, oh, it smells good. And then I thought like Oos probably sprayed the room.
Yeah.
And no,
It's your
it
clothes.
was my clothes. It's the whole room smelling just by
Yeah.
my clothes. But there, I mean, I don't mind the smell, but like it smells fresh or whatever.
But here's the other problem about laundry detergent. Some of them clean and some of them smell. So when you're going to buy laundry detergent, you don't know sometimes because you can't read.
Nobody buys laundry detergent here.
No.
Only
You
except
don't.
Lauren.
It's true though. I had this struggle in China. Like I couldn't read what it was.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that looks like it might wash. I hope it doesn't have bleach in it. I'm just gonna buy it and I'm gonna use it. And I like, if I was doing laundry here, I think it would be a huge struggle because you
Yeah.
can't freaking read the language.
Yeah.
So you don't know what. I mean, there's Google Translate, but
And how happy are you guys? Like, you've been here 4 years?
One over one.
One over a year. And like, I
Take
mean,
4.
I mean, I thought you said 2017. I'm like, I was counting 6 years.
Holiday.
So, I mean, I've been here over a year and a half, and she's been same as me. And you've been here
7 months.
7 months, and
On and off
you
for
on
2
and off,
years.
on and off, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, back then when I came in, there is a lot of rice fields. I can see the shortcut, and I can see the shortcut, and I can see a lot of rice fields, and now I don't remember the shortcut. There is no shortcut. It's just fucking road again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how you guys feel about it, like the shift between like after COVID to now, like it becoming concrete jungle they call it right now, and it's becoming Dubai. Like I mean, come on, like they're
Yeah,
building.
you know I think you guys have seen that they want to build like this huge
This
resort in Sese.
Yeah. They canceled that plan, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But like,
The
look
plan
at
was
that.
actually never fully out. Just people just started freaking out because they were
Yeah.
like, we don't want such a big
They were
thing.
like making petitions online and everything.
Yeah. So how do you guys feel about these changes?
I can't comment too much because I wasn't here before COVID. I don't know the difference. I've heard a lot about this. I always, for people back home who haven't been to Bali, the first thing I tell them is that it is like an adult playground, I find. I feel like, you know what I mean? The things I love about Bali is the culture, community, and the charm for sure. But throughout the charm, culture, and community, it's just, you know, they place a lot of spas and a lot of gyms and a lot of fun things for adults, which is awesome, but it's super commercialized and super concrete type situation. So I don't know if that addresses what was before COVID versus now, but I feel like, I don't know. I love that though, because, you know, you get a best of both worlds. Thanks. Yeah.
But like,
so
so you moved here for a reason. It's like natural, like too much nature, and also the culture is built in so strong, and like people. Now, if everything becomes commercialized, let's imagine this: people think about more money than like anything else. So people change a bit, and the culture goes away. So then nothing left. Whatever you moved the reason here for. So how do you feel about that? Like I feel like that's the time to change, like time to move on.
got it. I don't really look into the future much. I like to live in the moment, in the present.
Yeah.
And that being said, I don't know. I'm enjoying myself right now. If that happens later on in the future, maybe it's time to move on. Maybe we can find somewhere else that, you know.
Yeah, but
suits our
the thing
preferences
is,
more.
like, I am not talking about in general sense of tourists, general sense of expats who come from different place. I think in a perspective that local people who's been here since the beginning,
For sure.
doing this, they have nothing left to live for. Like, let's imagine that their kids gonna grow up here. You can go to different place. You fucked it up this place, and you can go to different place. What about you? The people who's born here is gonna their home country, and they're gonna live here. What about them?
Yeah. Honestly, I think it serves our economy. But yeah, what do you think?
Well, I mean, it does serve the economy to a certain extent, but still, I feel like it does take away from the raw beauty of Bali. Because, I mean, I've only been here 7 months, and do you guys know, like, there's this street right behind the Pepito in Batu Bolong?
Yeah, they made a construction.
That just used to be rice fields.
Yeah,
I know, and
Right.
that construction happened like when I got here.
Yeah.
Like they just built up everything super fast, and now they've got like restaurants and stores, and everything's up and
Apartments,
running.
like everything. That thing is like super fancy.
Crazy.
Yeah. Even the place right there, the apartments, they were not there before.
I mean, just think about Atlas. Like
Yeah.
there was no such thing. Like we were still here. Like I was here last year, and we were hosting a meetup at one of the warangs on the beach. And then I wanted to host another one, and I texted her like 2 months later, and I was like, "Hey, can we host another one?" She's like, "No, my restaurant's been bulldozed down." And I was like, "Whoa, what do you mean?" She's like, "Yeah, 2 days ago, my restaurant and the whole strip, like all the restaurants and all the bars got bulldozed down because it's like in the view of like Atlas, so like they need to get like rid of it." And I still remember like, I was like, what the hell's Atlas? Like it was called something else back then, Hot Wings or
Holy
something.
Wings.
Holy Wings,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hot wings.
Something like that. Like, and I was just like, okay, what is this place? And then
Yeah.
all of a sudden they were like, oh, it's gonna be the biggest club in Asia, blah blah, all the
The
rest.
biggest beach club in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it in the world?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
Yeah,
they say.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
It's the
I always
longest
get
bar.
that on YouTube.
Yeah.
The biggest beach
promo.
club in the world. Yeah.
I mean,
No,
how
my
do
phone
you guys
is, I'm
feel
gonna
about
get
it?
that.
How you guys feel about this? We're more long-termers here, right? So,
It's sad to see all these companies and restaurants opening up and they can't get the people in.
yeah, that's one
Yeah.
thing.
There's
Yeah,
too
that's
many.
yeah.
There's too much, so highly
Yeah.
competitive.
But I also think that, like, to be honest with you, when they open up, like, most of them are not thinking it through. Like, there's one that opened up on the shortcuts about maybe 5 months ago.
Verde.
River cut, man. Like,
No, not
Yeah.
even that one. That one, they're still going on.
oh, the Mexican
The
place.
Mexican place.
The Verde.
They
Yeah,
closed up
yeah.
now.
And
They're
we
not-
went, like, for a meetup, and I still remember I walked in there and I was like, whoa, what is this vibe? It's like, it's a rectangle, and, like, there's a bar. They have a nice view of the rice field, but they're not utilizing it. And, like, I think that rice field is going to stay there for, like, still a while, because you can see it's, like, not being touched. Like, nobody's building on it. They got a really nice view for a rice field. They're not using it. And they just, like, put everyone on these, like, shitty concrete couches. And I was just like,
Oh God.
you didn't
Yeah.
even really think about what your vision was.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm like, you probably saw Lola's and you were like, they're doing well. They're a Mexican
Right.
restaurant.
Exactly.
I'm going to do the same.
Yeah.
But this is not going to work. You really got to think, like, what do people want? Like, what do people need? You know, how can I utilize the space
Right.
to bring, like, people in? Like, this type of just random stuff. And, like, people are not going to stop there. And legit, they had their opening. We drove past in their opening. There was not even a single soul in that place. I think we were probably, like, the biggest group that they ever had in there. We were, like, 20 or 30 people.
Yeah.
Even like that river cut is also the same. It only
river-
happens
Yeah, but I
once
think
a
they're
year.
working on it. I think that's
Yeah.
why they've been closed for a bit, because I see now they put, like, windows and better bar stools and
I still don't
stuff.
know. Once you lose the vibe for the restaurant, it's just gone. You can't rebuild the brand.
I think that's what's happening with a lot of restaurants. They
Yeah.
come out, they don't know what they're actually trying to sell or
Yeah.
the vibe, and then they're always constantly recreating something,
Yeah.
and then you never know what you're getting.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Like the built-up places already, Mexico. Like if they're building another one, people will go. Like some of the things which is already successful, people don't like to take chances. The people more here coming to travel, have fun. Do I want to go to some place which is like, oh, it's just started, might have fun, might not have fun? I won't go.
Established.
Yeah,
You want established.
yeah. So that's why people go to Fins, because it's very established everywhere else. So people love to go there, and like that's I think that's the sad thing I see. I mean, I do worry because I have a lot of local friends, and I do have local people I have here, and I listen to them. Then when I listen to them, I get sad. Like, okay, what's going on? Like, if it only changed 1 year to today like this, imagine in next 2 years.
yeah.
So that's I feel. I mean, I can have fun as a tourist. I mean, as an expat, I can have fun, but I can have same thing as I had in US. But it's not what I want. It's what I want to see is everybody's happy, tourists happy, local people happy, and everybody's making some money out of it. Not too much. Nobody needs too much money. Where are they gonna put in? Dig it and like put it in somewhere. But yeah, I mean, local people thought process is also same. The karma and like what you give is what you get.
Yeah.
And also they don't care for a lot of money. They care for some money and are able to live a happy life. That's why they're very chilled compared to other people. So I don't want Bali to become Dubai, like a Dubai #2 or whatever, you know.
I don't think it'll get fully all the way there.
Yeah.
But I mean, by the look of it now, like, there's buildings everywhere. Like, they're taking every last spot.
Yeah.
Like, right now, like, I mean, we live in Karabakan, so, like, we have to drive, especially, like, from here, we have to go all the way through Brava, and then through Umalas. Like, they're taking every last empty lot of, like, land, and they're building something. And most of them are stores, like, to be leased out either for a restaurant or a clothing store. But I'm like, how many bikini boutiques do we actually need? Like,
Oh,
I
no.
get it.
Can we get
How
some
many-
underwear shops?
Yeah.
How many
Even that,
spas
they're
in
gonna
here?
Can we get
Yeah.
some hairspray stores?
But if they do that, they're gonna freaking jack the price up. So, like, because they gotta import it, and then they're gonna jack the price up to something crazy. And I'm just like, it shouldn't be that hard. Like, I get it, they want to make money, but like, it just doesn't really make sense. Like, all of them are these tiny little, like, lots of stores. And I'm like, I know what's gonna pop up here. It's gonna be like a dress store and this like freaking ice cream little parlor. And I'm like, how many more of this stuff do we need? Like, you know, like, it just doesn't really make sense.
Right.
And I think the landowners also don't quite know what they want to do with the land. Someone comes to them with an idea, it's like, hey, let's build this. And they're just like, yeah, let's do it. But it's going to be the same thing. There's going to be this massive rotation of banging it down, building it up again, trying something. Oh, this doesn't work. Okay, move out and create more dust, some more banging, some more of this. Just like, this is what's going on in the shortcuts.
Yeah.
There was like
Building up.
3 new places and they all closed down.
Yeah.
And now it's like clothing stores and whatnot. Like, I don't know, put a McDonald's there.
How many barber shops?
That might work.
How many barber shops you need? How many tattoo shops you need? Like, yeah, come on. Like, you don't need all of them. Think differently, uniquely. Maybe it will be better for you.
Yeah.
But also, like, have you guys ever used coconut oil for your hair?
Oh,
Yeah.
funny
I'm
you
not
asked.
kidding.
That's so random. How did the clear line?
I was like,
Funny
where
you
are we
should
going
ask.
with this
Yeah,
question?
random.
Wow,
Because
that was
it's,
random as heck,
because
but
I
I
was
don't know if you-
thinking in my head, like, oh, I grew up in India. My mom used to use coconut oil. She has a beautiful hair.
Aww, sweet.
So
I just bought coconut oil for my hair.
yeah, coconut oil actually works.
Okay.
Coconut
Yeah,
oil,
it
avocado
repairs.
Getting
oil.
advice from TJ.
Yeah.
And his mom.
And his mom.
And his mama.
Thanks, TJ's mom.
Thanks, TJ's mom.
Yeah, my sister lives in US. She still uses coconut oil.
Yeah, no,
I'm
coconut
not kidding. That
oil
actually
is
works.
amazing.
Yeah.
1 tablespoon inside, 1 tablespoon outside.
Just put it on, like put it
Inside?
on, like.
Yeah, it's good to drink 1 tablespoon.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, and what do you guys think about swimming pools in Bali?
About what?
Swimming pools.
I love my swimming pool.
Like in a
In the
restaurant?
villa?
Like
Or-
swimming pools. Have you
Yeah.
guys ever used them? Like
Yeah,
really, like
a few times.
yeah, in whole year. That's my question. Like
Yeah.
I feel like they're overrated.
Overrated?
Yeah,
No. I love walking into my villa and seeing a beautiful swimming pool every day.
just looking at them.
I
But we get
particularly
in.
I like Lauren's swimming pool though. Like if I want to swim, I picture like Lauren's pool. Like we have a pool at home and
Nobody gets
we
in
never
that pool.
use it.
Like
only the little
Yeah.
girl upstairs. Like sometimes she's like swim, and she jumps in.
yeah.
But the pool's freezing. Like it's in a little section that gets no sun.
No sun.
Ah.
It just doesn't seem inviting. Like it's kind of nice to walk
Yeah.
past, but I'm like, eh.
The only pools get occupied is in the beach clubs. I see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
They're
Yeah.
beautiful though.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Mostly, yeah.
And
Yeah.
water parks.
Water parks, yeah. See, I feel like pools are overrated in Bali. Like everybody wants to have a pool, but they don't use it.
It's
Yeah.
also a visual thing.
It's very
Yeah.
It's
visual.
so
Yeah.
true.
My
Yeah.
previous place had like a very big pool. And every morning I would make myself some tea and just like sit in front of the pool,
Yeah.
drink my tea.
Water's healing.
I think also like a lot of people, like Asians especially, they don't grow up with like pools. I think maybe in India as well. Like, it's
But
not-
no, it's not only
not-
Asians. Like most of
A
the,
lot of people.
a lot
I
of the
mean,
Europeans,
yeah.
a lot of the people who
A lot of
come
people
from
pretty
Western
much
world love to
everywhere.
see a pool in their villa because they don't able to get that in back home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like for
They don't able to afford that to have. It's
For
like
me- Sorry.
if you want to build a pool in US, it costs you $50K, and you need to have land and
50K,
everything.
that's so cheap.
That's so cheap.
no,
That's a rupiah joke. Rupiah versus
Yo,
$2.
shit. $50,000.
50 million.
No, I mean
no,
like
I'm just joking with you, bro.
because I wanted to build a pool to my house, and like I thought about like, why would I waste $50K and which I never use, and like it gets cold half of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So-
the thing. Like we back home in Morocco, we have a pool in our place. I mean, my parents' place, not my place. And like we almost never use it. Like
Yeah.
it's just my brother is the one that uses it the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, for us, me sometimes if I go to the beach and then I come and I wash off in the pool and then I go
Yeah.
inside.
I grew up like in houses with pools all the time, so for me it was normal. And then when I moved to China, I was like, I met more people,
Pool.
like international people, and Chinese people were like, "We can't swim." I'm like, "What do you mean you can't
I
swim?"
know. I
Like,
get that.
It was
from
like
a lot
it was
of
the
my
weirdest thing.
Chinese
Like, it's
okay.
totally fine if you
I-
can't swim.
Me
They're
too,
there.
me too. I can swim in a swimming pool, but I can't swim in the ocean.
I can swim everywhere.
Yeah,
But it
so-
was like mind blowing for me because like it was like run, walk, swim. It's just like it's what you walk, run, swim. Like it was normal, the
Yeah.
parents
Yeah.
like swim. And I met a girl from Ukraine, and she was like, "We don't have pools. Like sometimes we go to the community pool, but like nobody really swims. People dip their feet in and they kind of tan and chill and talk." And I'm like, "Oh crap! There's people in this world that like, of course they don't really."
For Asians, it's not a
Of course.
preference
Yeah.
to learn swimming. Like if you live in like island like this, people love to surf. They
Mm-hmm.
learn swimming, and like in US, it's a regular thing for you like a baby to teach swimming. But like anywhere else, it's no. It's like
I think
no,
it depends
Yeah.
where you're located because the warmer
Yeah.
temperatures are going to have pools. The colder
Yeah.
temperatures, they're only going to be able to use that pool for a limited time
So it's
as
no
well.
point, yeah.
And also there is in US, of course, they have swimming team for like Olympics and shit.
Yeah.
So people love to. That's a swimming team for every school. So everybody love to swim.
Not every school.
Yeah, come on.
Cheers.
Okay, cheers.
Well, a lot of schools. Cheers.
Cheers.
The same shot the whole time.
Yeah, they don't want to
Yeah.
get married. You know why do you think that this is happening?
I personally don't have a lot of faith in the marriage as an institution because I've seen a lot of shit. I've seen married couples going through some crazy shit and then turned into like proper brawls. For me, I don't know. Like I'm open to it if I come across someone I'm very compatible with. We get each other. We have like the same outlook on life and everything. I'm very open to the idea, but it's not something that I'm like really
Focused
looking
on,
for
yeah.
and focused on in that
Yeah.
way.
So does that affect your relationship?
No, not really. It does
Okay.
not. It does not.
Does make you sad though, right?
No.
Like he wants someone to cry on the podcast.
Do you want someone to? I'm a very easy person.